Hey, so today we're looking at a couple of lights. These are headlights for your bicycle. Now, this is from Outbound Lighting. This is the Detour headlight, and this is probably the closest. I think I've had about 6 or 7 different headlights go through, and this is from Victagen. I'll put links in the description below so you can go out to outboundlighting.com or you can go to Amazon and pick up either one of these. But what I liked about both of these is the ability to be able to see how much battery we have. This one has some LED indicators that's going to help tell the story, and it allows us to pick different modes. And this one has a little digital display, and it will allow me to pick different modes. Now we take a look at the inside or the front of it here. We've got, and you can see it's kind of dirty because it's been out on the trails a little bit. We've got 2 different bulbs in here that are going to do their thing in the reflector. You can see that their little LEDs are there, and you're going to get 2 different directional lights, or I should say coverage of light here. One more of a spot, one more of a diffused there on your right, if you see that. That is the Outbound Lighting Detour. Now this one has 2 different levels also. It has the ones on the bottom and it has the ones on the top. Now let's turn these on. I'm just going to cycle through here, and you can see kind of, there we go, both of them are on here. And what we do is we go through and we're going to get different dimness modes and some technology going on, where what's kind of neat about this, the Outbound Lighting the Detour, is that you can set it in one of the settings. I believe it's the very first one. You can turn it on and it starts out brighter, and then as your eyes adjust to the darkness and things, it will actually kind of decrease a little bit to save and give you longer battery run time. But you turn it on and it will show you which mode it's in right now. It's interesting. On the camera you can see a flicker, but I couldn't see that flicker in real life. And it gives you a nice size spot out there. We've been on the trails up at Itasca State Park, and it really did a wonderful job of illuminating the trail. To shut it off, we just push and hold, and then it goes up. The Victagen, now it has 2 buttons on there. Right now I hit the top one, and it will turn on the top lights, which, if you look out there, is a spot. That's our spotlight. Now what I want to do is I want to shut that spot off, and then we're going to turn on what would be the floods. Now the flood, you'll see that it is a little bit wider than the spot. Now this one I can actually turn on both of them, and now I have both the flood and the spot. You can kind of see that there's a difference between the 2. And I wonder if I can just cover up the top. There's the covering up of the spot, and gives you an idea. Think about it as high beam and low beam, because as you see in the picture, this one's kind of aimed down, this one's more towards the front. And I'm going to leave it here, and if I turn the in essence one that's more towards the top off, let's see, I'm going to turn the lower one on, and you can see where it's hitting. And now I'm going to turn the higher one on, and you can see it's just a little bit higher and a little bit farther down the trail. Now overall, price-wise, there's a huge difference. The Outbound Lighting one is an expensive light. It's coming in over $150 for the Detour. And it comes with the mounting bracket, which we've got right here on my wife's bike. I've got one here, and of course I have it on my bike also. And what you can do is you basically catch one side and push it in. This little pin will go in, it's a little spring-loaded, and then it will clamp in, and you are completely good to go. There are different size inserts depending upon the size of your handlebar. If it's a little bit smaller gauge, they've got some inserts that will fit that. Or if it's a larger one like my bike, it will also fit the larger bike. So they really have gotten it figured out so you can use this for a variety of different bikes. The Victagen has a little system where it go a clip into the handlebars, and it has there's a variety of different connections that they have, but it will also adjust to the handlebars and be able to fit in and do its thing. For charging, you've got on the bottom here with the Outbound Lighting. Let me just pop this open here. There we go. You've got your little USB-C connection in there, and once you're all done charging, you can push that back in, and you are sealed up and ready to go. And the Victagen is in the back here, not sealed up quite as well, but there's 2 things you'll see in this one. There is the USB connection, USB-C, and it'll also work as a battery pack for charging devices if you needed to. Now, one thing you'll notice is that this little rubber gasket, well, it kind of will deflect water. It's not as water resistant as the Outbound Lighting. So, and then of course there's a neat feature they have is they've got little side LEDs. So if you're going down the road, there's a little bit of side light coming out. Not that that's shine, but it's going to be something to be seen at night. And of course, you've got, on this particular one, you've got the edge of the white. The little plastic will reflect a little bit to give you some side light there as you're headed down the road. You're talking the difference here between like a $40, $30, $40 light here, depending upon where you buy it and when you buy it. The prices can vary to about 100, I think 179 is what the Outbound Lighting one is. As you saw, I have two of them. I bought the first one and I was really looking to hate it because of the price, and I absolutely didn't. I ended up liking it so much I bought a second one for my wife. So we both have these. The others I've been purchasing for the kids. So that's why I have multiple of them to test. But overall, if it wouldn't be for the price, everyone would have Outbound Lighting lights. It's just that spending $150 more or $100 more than some of the others for the kids just didn't make sense to me, because if they break it, I don't care if it's $20, but I would definitely care if it's almost a $200 light. So we'll put links in the description so you can check these all out again. Hopefully that helps you if you're looking for a headlight for lightening up the road ahead of you and the trail. I think that specifically the Outbound Lighting is a good one for mom and dad. And I think the Victagen, they make some good lights. I've got a couple of different models of their lights. And I think for many applications where you're looking to save a little money, they could be a great option also.